How I spent £15,000 on FIFA. So the video is going to be a little bit more of a documentary style video that I'm putting together. So I'd like to go through how I started and the different games I used to play, and then explain how it evolved, getting into playing Ultimate Team, and how I spent £15,000 on FIFA. So yeah, if you're interested, please sit back and enjoy. And thank you so much for watching. So how did it all start? Well, me and my brother used to play Pro Evolution Soccer pretty much every day. But from Pro Evolution Soccer 3 all the way through to 5, we used to play 60-minute games. It was such a fantastic time playing games with my little brother. And the wins, we used to bounce back and forward. It wasn't just like one person beating everybody all the time. And the games were so close. Like we could 6-5, 6, it was absolutely brilliant. So for us, it all ended when the 360 came out and they released Pro Evolution Soccer 6, and it just didn't feel the same as it did before. It just felt really clunky and everything just felt a bit off with it. So we ended up buying FIFA '07, I think it was around that time. FIFA '07 or '08. I think Rooney was definitely on the cover at that point. Yeah, so we started playing FIFA. It was a little different, obviously, different game engines, different game makers and producers and publishers, but we still had the same great time. So it was at that point we really stopped playing that sort of thing together. We used to like play Gears of War together after the football had sort of dried up and things. Um, and I left the franchise football games for a while because I didn't think there was any decent ones out there. Um, and it wasn't until probably FIFA 12 when I came back to the football games. I am a career mode person. I never really played Ultimate Team. I think Ultimate Team was released in 2009, and it wasn't something I really wanted to get into. I didn't really understand it, and it never really interested me. So it was at this point that I found YouTube and started watching FIFA content creators such as MGH, Nep, Bateson, and Matt HD Gamer. I can forget his pack openings with and eating bourbons at the same time. Yeah, so that's what happened. I got watching those guys. I started watching MGH because he was a career mode guy, and that's what I was into. Then I started watching Nep and Bateson and Matt HD Gamer, who obviously were more predominantly the FIFA Ultimate Team creators. And yeah, from there I got a little hooked with it, watching them opening the packs and pulling some of the most amazing cards on the game. So the back end of FIFA 12, I started to play a little bit of Ultimate Team, but I never spent any money on it. Um, it wasn't something that I was interested in doing, and I didn't really have the income to do it at that point. Like going on now to FIFA 13, that's when it all changed. I started to play Ultimate Team at the back end in the team of the season. Oh, because Michael Carrick, who was one of my favourite players, and it is one of my favourite players, got a team of the season card. But I had no way of actually, and I have no way of actually getting the card unless I put any money in. And it was at this point when I started to spend money on FIFA. But it wasn't FIFA points, it was the coin sellers. Obviously, a lot of the online YouTubers had the codes to buy cheap FIFA coins, and that's how I did it. I got 80,000 coins from one of the sites. I can't remember if Foot Coins Online or something, cheap Foot Coins or something. One of them was. It was one of the links that Matt HD was affiliated with because I used to watch him every Saturday opening a million coins worth of packs, which was really fun. Watching him be able to do all that, and that's what I wanted to do, but I wasn't sold on the whole idea at that time. I just wanted Carrick, and that was it. So fast forwarding to FIFA 14 and 15, I'm just going to mash these into one up until the price ranges came in I think it was March, wasn't it, of FIFA 15. It was at this point in the cycles that I got really out of hand. In between those two FIFAs, I bought about 10 million coins worth of either like foot accounts or just coins for my account. It was about this time I recall that they were cracking down on banning people using FIFA coins. So to get around that, people were selling FIFA accounts, which I bought 15 of. Like over the 2 game cycles, I spent £2,500 on the actual accounts, which is extortionate amount of money. But that's what everybody was doing, and I could afford to do it at that point. and I didn't really see it as a problem because I wasn't spending £2,500 in one go. It was just ticking over like 100 here, 200 there. So at that point, I didn't really realise I had a problem. So it came to March time in 2015, and that's when EA decided to bring out price ranges for the cards. This essentially stopped coin trades to the people's accounts because that's how the coin sellers was doing it. So for example, before the prices came in, you could put on a bronze card for 15 million coins, and then the coin sellers would buy that card for 15 million coins, and that's how they would transfer you the actual coins in the game. So obviously putting price ranges in, say bronze, I think the bronze is like from 500 to like 5,000 now. That's how they stopped coin sellers basically. And they also cracked down on people buying the coins. I know I've got a warning a couple of times for doing it. That's when I decided to stop, because I had a pretty decent team at that point and I didn't really want to lose it with them like blocking my account. So FIFA set up the price ranges on the market just, well, in time for Team of the Season. This was obviously the second biggest like promo out of the year behind Team of the Season. Obviously then it forced everybody to buy the FIFA points, which I started to do, and this is where my problem came in. I didn't realise that I had a gambling problem, but FIFA and EA Sports obviously showed me I did. This is where I started to spend vast amounts of money on FIFA, from FIFA 15 all the way through to FIFA 18. I spent probably £4,500 a year on it, roughly. I wasn't doing it like all in one go like the YouTubers were, like Bateson does and Matt and Nep. I don't think Nep does it anymore, but you know, that's where I got the bug from, and it just carried on and carried on. And yeah, I spent about £12,000 on FIFA points, because at this point there was no way to really get hold of any like of the bigger cards. You needed the coins, and the only way to get coins was to open the packs to hopefully hit some things to sell it to get the coins. I used to come home from work, play FIFA all the time, and it got to the weekend when I got paid. I got paid every week. I was still at my like high-paying job, so I used to come home, and on a Saturday I used to open probably between £200 and £300 worth of packs on a Saturday, and then sometimes I used to do it during the week, but it was mainly on the Saturday where I'd blow all that money. Yeah, so this carried on for a couple of years. I didn't really realise how much I was spending, which was a massive problem really, because you don't really know. Having a gambling problem, which it exacerbated, because I just wanted the cards. I wanted the cards or the coins to get the cards that I really wanted, and that's the only way I could see of really getting any, because you couldn't really get like Ronaldo, Team of the Year Ronaldo, Team of the Season Ronaldo, by just playing the game. You needed to spend the money to get the coins, to get the card that you wanted, or the cards you wanted, and it was just a vicious cycle for me. And it wasn't until I met my wife that I realised what I was doing. I looked on my PayPal, which was attached to my Xbox Live account, and I saw how much I'd actually spent on Microsoft, and it was like £12,500. And that wasn't just like the individual things, that was like a whole statement for the last like 3 years, and I was absolutely mortified. And at that point I had to try and stop buying these packs, and that has been an absolutely monumental effort, to be honest. I still struggle now. I've got this year's EAFC 26, but I don't play Ultimate Team. I just play on career mode and clubs, but clubs is now monetizable, where you can pay to win. And for me, that's where FIFA and EAFC are now. It's not a football game; it is a casino in the wrappings of a football game, which I think is absolutely abhorrent. I think it's ridiculous. I'd hate to think how many people have poured thousands and thousands of pounds into this football game just to start again the next year and plough more and more money into it, because you've got the new game and nothing transfers over, which I think is a criminal offence. I also cannot believe that this series and the franchise is a 3+. Again, it is teaching, this is just my opinion, it is teaching young children, young adults how to gamble, and I think it's really poor that society's got this way. Same with all the microtransactions through the gaming world. Yeah, so that's just my opinion. This is just the back end of the video, so I just want to say another point is the fact that most of the packs on the store now are untradeable. So you can't even sell the cards to get the coins to buy the packs anymore unless you pay more money, and you don't get the same amount of odds on the cards. And the pull rates are just ridiculous as well. I heard on one of Matt HD Gamer's videos, because I do come in and out of it, dabble in and out, that one of the rewards for an SPC to get a Team of the Year card, it would have taken you 10,000 attempts just to pull a Team of the Year, which is ridiculous. Who has time, all the money, all the cards available in your club to repeat an SBC 10,000 times? It just goes to show that all they care about now is the store and earning money from that store, and as much as they can. They don't even care about the game, because in my opinion the game is terrible, and I know a lot of people have said that. They don't care. They do not care, and that's why I am not buying another FIFA. Well, EAFC, and I've said that for a few years, but this time I genuinely mean it. I just don't trust them anymore, and they will never change unless the law changes. That's the only way we will be able to get a decent football game back on the market. None of these stupid microtransactions that cost £20 a pack and you don't get anything in it but an 84 rated card, which again is ridiculous. £20 for one pack and you don't even get anything above an 84, which again, you think your little kid asks for £20 to put on FIFA and you buy one pack and you don't get anything, how's he feeling? And then he just wants to open more and more and more and more and more, and that's how I was. And luckily I've broken that cycle, and I hope this helps people, and it raises the issue. And yeah, I just think FIFA and EAFC is just dead now. A lot of people are complaining about it from what I've seen. So anyway, I'm going to leave it there. If you've enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up and a subscribe, and give us a comment of your thoughts on FIFA and how the game cycle's gone and how you're feeling about it. So thank you very much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.